Parenting is a journey filled with love, laughter, and a whole lot of challenges. It's no wonder that parents are constantly searching for hacks to make life easier. But did you know that around 70% of parents feel overwhelmed by the advice they receive? That's a staggering number. In fact, research shows that parents who rely too much on hacks often experience more stress and anxiety. What's even more surprising is that some studies suggest that the best parenting strategies aren't hacks at all. Instead, they involve connection, patience, and genuine engagement with your child. In this video, we'll dive deep into why parenting hacks might be overrated. We'll explore how these shortcuts can sometimes short-circuit real parenting. You'll learn why trusting your instincts is more important than following trends, and how embracing the messiness of parenting can lead to the most beautiful moments. So, if you're tired of chasing after the latest tips and tricks, stick around. Let's uncover the truth about parenting hacks and discover more meaningful ways to connect with our children. Chapter 1. The hack trap. When shortcuts short-circuit parenting. Parenting hacks are everywhere. Social media is filled with tips on how to make your life as a parent easier. But here's the thing, some of these hacks might be doing more harm than good. While they offer quick fixes, they often miss the bigger picture of what parenting truly requires. Think about it. Is there really a hack for patience? Or for teaching your child emotional resilience? Parenting is a long game. It's about consistency, understanding, and growth. Studies show that children thrive in environments where they feel secure and emotionally supported. A 2014 report from the American Academy of Pediatrics emphasized that the key to raising well-adjusted children is stability and emotional engagement, not just getting through the day with clever tricks. When you lean too heavily on hacks, you risk short-circuiting these long-term goals. For example, using screen time as a quick way to calm a child might work in the moment, but over time, it can affect attention spans and increase reliance on technology for comfort. According to a 2018 study published in JAMA Pediatrics, children who spend excessive time in front of screens are more likely to struggle with attention and behavioral issues later on. So, instead of reaching for hacks that promise immediate relief, focus on strategies that build resilience. Be present, even when it's tough. That's something no hack can replace. In the end, patience and consistency always win. Chapter 2. The myth of the perfect parent. Chasing hackable perfection. Parenting hacks often come with the promise of making you a better parent. But who decides what better really means? The truth is, there's no such thing as a perfect parent. Perfection is an illusion, and chasing it can lead to exhaustion and self-doubt. Yet, hack culture tends to feed into this myth. It's easy to feel inadequate when you see Instagram posts of parents with spotless homes and well-behaved kids, all while they use some magic trick to make everything run smoothly. But the reality? Parenting is messy, and that's okay. According to Brené Brown, a researcher and author of The Gifts of Imperfection, there is no innovation and creativity without failure. When we embrace our imperfections as parents, we model resilience and self-compassion for our children. Research backs this up. A 2015 study from the Journal of Child and Family Studies found that children raised by parents who practice self-compassion, rather than self-criticism, tend to have higher self-esteem. Perfection is overrated, and striving for it through hacks can lead to unnecessary stress. So, instead of trying to hack your way to perfection, give yourself permission to be imperfect. Parenting isn't about having it all together, it's about showing up, making mistakes, and growing alongside your child. In fact, the messier moments are often the most memorable and valuable. Chapter 3. Connection over convenience. Why relationships can't be hacked. Many parenting hacks aim at making life more convenient. From meal prepping tricks to toy organization hacks, the goal is often efficiency. But here's the catch. Building a meaningful relationship with your child is not something you can streamline. Relationships can't be hacked. Children thrive on connection. They need time, attention, and genuine interactions to feel valued and secure. According to Dr. Daniel Siegel, a clinical professor of psychiatry and author of The Whole Brain Child, when children feel seen and understood, they develop a secure attachment, which is critical for emotional development. In contrast, when we prioritize convenience over connection, we miss out on these essential bonding moments. For instance, multitasking during playtime or relying on screens to occupy a child may seem like a time saver, but it can impact your child's emotional health. A 2019 study published in Pediatrics found that children with higher screen time usage had lower levels of parent-child attachment. Instead of reaching for hacks that make parenting more efficient, focus on strategies that build strong relationships. Put the phone down during playtime. Listen, even when the stories are long and repetitive. Be present in the little moments. It's these moments that create lasting bonds. Connection is key, and no hack can replace the power of being truly present with your child. It's not about finding shortcuts, it's about valuing the time you spend together, even if it's inconvenient. If you're finding this video helpful, consider subscribing. Join our community for more insights on meaningful parenting. Chapter 4. The Overload Problem. Too many hacks, not enough intuition. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer number of parenting hacks available. From podcasts to Pinterest boards, the advice seems endless. The truth is, too many hacks can cloud your instincts. As a parent, trusting your intuition is key. When you're overloaded with tips and tricks, it's easy to lose confidence in your own decisions. A 2017 study published in PLOS ONE found that parents who constantly seek external advice are more likely to experience anxiety about their parenting. The problem is, hacks often make you feel like there's a right way to handle every situation, but parenting doesn't work that way. Children are individuals. What works for one might not work for another. That's why it's so important to listen to your gut. Intuition is a powerful tool. Dr. Shefali Sabari, author of The Awakened Family, emphasizes that mindful parenting requires parents to trust themselves and tune into their child's needs without relying on external solutions. When you feel overwhelmed, step back. Ask yourself, what does your child need right now? What feels right for your family? In most cases, your instincts will lead you to the best answer. After all, no hack can understand your child better than you can. Trust yourself, you're doing better than you think. Chapter 5. Long-term wins versus short-term fixes. The case for sustainable parenting. Parenting hacks often promise quick solutions. Need your toddler to sleep? There's a hack for that. Want to stop a tantrum? There's a trick for that, too. But here's the thing. Parenting is about long-term growth, not just short-term fixes. Quick fixes might work in the moment, but they rarely lead to sustainable change. For example, offering candy to stop a meltdown might calm your child in the short term, but it teaches them to associate treats with comfort. Over time, this can create unhealthy patterns. A 2016 study in appetite found that children who were rewarded with food were more likely to develop emotional eating habits later in life. Instead of looking for quick fixes, focus on strategies that teach long-term skills. When a tantrum happens, try labeling emotions. Say, I see you're upset because we're leaving the park. This teaches emotional regulation, a skill that will serve your child well into adulthood. Research from the Child Development Institute shows that children who learn emotional regulation early on are more likely to succeed academically and socially. In short, the goal isn't to fix every problem right away. It's about giving your child the tools to handle challenges in the future. That's what sustainable parenting looks like. Invest in the long game, even if it takes a little more time and patience. Chapter 6. The Unhackable Moments. Celebrating the unscripted beauty of parenting. At the heart of parenting are moments that simply can't be planned. No amount of hacks can prepare you for the times your child says something unexpectedly wise or when they offer you a hug at just the right moment. These are the moments that matter. Parenting is full of surprises. It's not about controlling every situation, but about being open to the unpredictable nature of life with kids. In his book Raising Human Beings, child psychologist Dr. Ross Greene emphasizes that the best moments in parenting often happen when we let go of control and allow our children to teach us something new. These unhackable moments are where real growth happens. Research from the National Institute for Play suggests that unstructured playtime leads to better cognitive and social development in children. The more you allow your child to explore, make mistakes, and figure things out on their own, the more they grow into independent, confident individuals. So, don't worry if things don't go according to plan. If the craft project turns into a mess or the bedtime routine takes an extra 30 minutes, it's okay. Sometimes, it's these imperfect moments that leave the biggest impact. Celebrate the chaos. Embrace the unscripted moments. That's where the magic of parenting lies. No hack can replace the joy of watching your child grow into their own person, step by step. If you enjoyed this video and want more insights into parenting, please subscribe. Join our community as we explore the beautiful, messy journey of raising kids together. This structure combines the introduction and chapters, making it a cohesive article that is engaging and easy to read. Each chapter flows naturally, with hooks and inviting calls to action for viewers to subscribe.